thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm your host, DZ, the Crochet Lady, and if you are new here, peace. Welcome. Super stoked that you are along for this awesome ride. Today, I'm going to share with you yet another way to make a Tunisian crochet triangle. And this can be made into any size as long as you have the right stuff. The right stuff for a big one is going to be a cabled hook. You can use the plastic ones, bamboo, whatever you have. I recommend, if you haven't done this before, to make one of the little minis, because this way you'll be able to experiment and practice and see exactly where all of the stitches fall, okay? So if you are ready to get started, let's see, we're going to be increasing on the right side, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. Otherwise, chain as many as you would like to make this. I'll be using the invisible close, and we're going to be doing making 3 corners. I'm not going to show in this video how to do the edge, but I will describe it to you guys. After doing the initial edge that I demonstrate for the little triangles here, all I do is do the same thing, just using the back loop instead of grabbing both loops. And by doing this, it keeps your edge from curling in like that, and it helps it lay nice and flat, as you can see. I'll be using the modified Tunisian simple stitch and the regular simple stitch, and you will see what that is in the video too. All right, so if you are ready to get started, I'll see you in just 1 second with your chain.
Okay, so we have our chain, and let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. This is your first, this is your second. Okay, now from here, you're going to do an increase. We're going to do right side increase the whole way. So you've got your main vertical bar there, and then this little one right above it. This little one right above it is where you're going to insert your hook every time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and that's your increase made. Next, we're going to come over to the next chain, insert your hook into the back hump of the third chain, or next chain, and we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops 2 times. And you're going to use the yarn over, pull through 2 loops all the way down instead of the normal close. Okay, let's go through it again. So we're going to increase, not in the main bar, but the little bar above it. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and we're going to use a Tunisian simple stitch for the first stitch. So go ahead and insert your hook underneath that vertical bar, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now we're ready to grab the next chain. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops all the way down. So you're just going to repeat this process, or let's increase. And we're going to do Tunisian simple stitch always in the very first stitch. Then, to get a drapier product, you're going to use modified Tunisian simple stitch, picking up the front vertical bar and front horizontal loop, yarn over, pull through both. And now we're ready to pick up the next chain. Whoops, mine is a little loose, so it just keeps slipping out underneath this camera. Okay, so pull through 2 loops all the way down. This is it. This is super basic, super easy. Don't forget your increase. Regular Tunisian simple stitch on the first stitch, and then modified Tunisian simple stitch on the rest. And we're ready to pick up our next loop or chain. Alright you guys, so I'll see you in just a few short rows. Okay, now that we've done the last return row, or the last close, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in the increase bar. So right here, this would be your bar right here. You're going to single crochet in the increase bar, the little one just above it, just like before. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet in each stitch down using the vertical bar and the horizontal loop. So, and we're using the front bar. So front vertical bar, front horizontal loop, single crochet. And you're going to do this all the way down to the end. Okay, and I'll see you guys right over here at the tail. Alright, so we're at the tail right here, and in this corner we're going to make 3 single crochet. This is going to be our first corner. And from here we're going to make single crochet, but what we're going to do is use this loop right here, and we're going to kind of grab the vertical bar or the horizontal loop. So you're grabbing that vertical bar right there and the horizontal loop. And one of the reasons I like doing it this way is because it makes it more closed, and you'll see here in just a second. See how it's nice and closed and there's not a gap. Now if we just went ahead and single crocheted in the loops like that, you would have like holes on the edge. So in order to avoid having those holes on the edge, you just follow the method here. And once you get the hang of it, it's very easy to figure out where your strands are that you're going to be grabbing. Of course, under camera, everything's always much slower and tedious. Alright, so you guys hopefully can grasp this, and I will see you in just a few seconds right over here. So we're now to the next corner, and this is the very beginning corner. So let's see. Right here, these smaller loops, this is where you're going to insert your hook and make your corner stitches. We're going to do 3 single crochet. We're going to use the same technique for grabbing the loops to make our single crochet along the edge. Now this does take a little bit of practice, as I've mentioned, but you can do it. And if you want to go ahead and crochet in, just in the normal horizontal loops, feel free, but there will be a little bit of a gap. Just know that will happen. Alright, so I'll see you guys in just a few stitches, and we'll make our last corner. So we've reached the very last corner. Now the last corner is actually going to be your chain 1 space. So go ahead and make 3 single crochet in your chain 1 space. Okay, we're almost done. So let's pull your yarn through, just like this. Leave enough to sew in, and go ahead and snip it off. Pull it through. Oops. Okay, grab your needle. And from here, we're just going to do a simple invisible close. So bypassing the next set of horizontal loops, you're going to come over to the next set. Insert your hook underneath through the front, just like this. Hold your work together. Pull your yarn like so. Insert your needle back into the stitch that you were just finishing, or your chain one spot where you made your last single crochet, and just pull through. Alright, so now you have a nice little triangle, and of course this is just a sample. You guys have seen the real version. Alrighty, please feel free to leave me a comment, you guys, or a question. Let me know what kind of value you got out of this content. Alright, as usual, I totally love hanging out with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with the Crochet Lady. I'll chit chat with you in the very near future. Peace out.